We can close the stream with taking a look at this Pitchfork top 100 albums of the 2020s list. And we're gonna kind of compare it to my own top albums of the 2020s, which is a list I've been creating every year this decade. So I haven't really taken a deep dive into this, but I have seen some of the highlights, and they were kind of appalling. I also don't know all of the projects, but let's take a look here, and then we'll take a look at mine. By the way, before, mine isn't ordered. You know, theirs is in an order. Mine is just like alphabetical order. There's no like ranking. Theirs is ranked. I think it's dumb to rank. I mean, you can rank to an extent, but to be like, this one is specifically better than this one, and this one is specifically better than this one, it's wasted thought, if you ask me. Unless you're debating, like, with another person about two specific albums. As far as lists go, it's like, just put them in alphabetical order, bro. You like them all, you know? So let's take a crack at, let's crack this one open. Let's crack this one open and dump out its guts and see what we got here. I feel safer down here. Number 100, Jades, Heart Pacing. Don't know who this is. Don't know what this album is. Or this one. DJ Travella, Mr. Mixondo. So maybe these are two I have to check out. Number 100, Broward County, Florida's timeline of teen rap stars includes mercurial talents like Rob Banks, XXXTentacion, Ski Mask, still a ubiquitous Kodak Black, but no one has flexed an intrinsic swoon-worthy charm like Jades. Baptized. So this is what I'm already like getting from this. They're putting things on here that like don't belong on a list like this. I know people have like their like guilty pleasures or their like underground shit that they like, but we're talking about like a specific thing. 100 best albums of the 2020s. There's like a certain standard or bar, or like name recognition even, that has to be met here. You don't have to talk about artists that people know exactly, but like these are completely off the radar type projects. And I'm sure, you know, whoever made this list has like very niche music taste, which is cool, but who let them in charge of writing this article? Like, I don't know. It just seems kind of silly. But let's continue. And maybe I'm sure I'm gonna find some shit that I like from this list, and hopefully it puts me onto some music. And that's the whole point. You know, that's Pitchfork's whole thing is like being so odd with the takes that they're trying to be contrarian to a point where it's like you've lost people. But I digress. DJ Travella, don't know who that is, which is fair. You know, I'll go through and I'll scoop the ones that I don't recognize, and we'll check them out. I will. All right, this one, now we're getting somewhere. This is a good album. It is, and it came out this year, Vampire Weekend. This was in my halftime report of this year, so this is a pick that makes sense. Sure. This, don't know who this is. Jamie Branch, Fly or Die, Fly or Die, Fly or Die, World War. Yeah, these are very obscure picks, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they're not obscure to certain groups of people, but to me, and from where I'm at, I'm already like 4 in, and I don't recognize 3 of them. No Name, Sundial, whack pick, if you ask me. You're picking No Name at this point. The album's not even that great, first off. I just kind of question where she stands on things. I don't know. It's just, the music isn't great. The project before this one is actually really fucking good. I prefer Room 25, which didn't come out this decade, but maybe No Name doesn't need to be on this list. Blood Incantation, Hidden History of the Human Race, 2019. So this didn't even come out in 2020. So what are we doing here? The 100 best albums of the 2020 so far. This came out in 2019. What are we doing here, brother? But don't recognize it. I'm guessing it's metal. Jim Legacy, Homeless, Pop Music. I'll definitely be checking this out. Don't recognize. Daphne, Cherry. Don't recognize. And I guess that's on me. But still, I know a lot of music. Keep up with a lot of albums. What is this list? I don't know. It's cool. I mean, it's cool. I like seeing different shit. Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. Great. McGee, 2-star on the Dream Police. Okay. Like, respectable pick. Would I pick it? No. But, okay. Oh, this person's from Kansas City. Kansas City techno is legendary in that it doesn't super exist. That's cool. Shout out. Yeah, this person seems to be like a alt head like I am a hip hop head. So like a list like this for me is going to have a lot of obscure hip hop in it. So shout out this person. You know, they seem to be on the cutting edge of their taste, which is cool. Dijon, absolutely. For sure. That's a great one. Respectable pick here. King Carson, ass. This album belongs nowhere near a list like this. Ass, bad pick, horrible. All right, Haim, cool. Good pick. I like this album. Great music on it. Respectable. Lil Uzi, hell no. Would not put this on the list, but at least I know what the album is. Yule, okay, I need to check this one out. I know of Yule, I think from her 2021 work, and then I'm behind on this one. I'll have to check that out. Unsure, The Smile, hell yeah, shout out, Smile, fuck yeah, love that. Unsure, Florist, oh, I do know this one. This is one I rock with. I rock with this one. Is it a fantastic album? No. Would I put it on this list? No, but at least I know them. Okay, this is one I know of. Thank you. Shout out Fantano for getting me on this one. It's got some good shit on it. It's cool. It's alright. Soul Glow has good tracks on it. It's got some good ones on it. It's a heavy one. It's heavy. But yeah, this one's cool. Envelope Pushing. Chief Keef for Nim. No, dude. Dude, this album is so bad. Trip 9 Love. And I'm a fan of Tirza's early work. Her earlier album from 2016 or whatever, I forget the name of it. Is it Devotion? Yeah, Devotion is fantastic, dude. But Color Grade and Trip 9 Love are huge disappointments. Matt Comey, now we're talking. This should be higher. This should be much higher. Blade, pass. Doesn't belong on the list. Just doesn't, man. I'm sorry. This album, does it belong on the list? Hell no. It's okay though. Bad Bunny, okay. Weekend, okay. This placement seems fair. This actually seems like a good placement for this. I agree with this pick and this placement. I like this. I vibe with 51, The Weeknd, Dawn of Him. I vibe with that. I like the album, but I don't think it's making this list. Team Blunt, I need to check this one out again. It's been a while. Kim Gordon, again, another 2019 pick. What are we doing here, dude? 2020 is a specific year. Why are you fucking with the integrity of this list by choosing things that didn't... You're not even following your own title. Like, come on, dude. You're making me question why I'm even going over this list. Don't you want me to read it? Sedan Archives, never was a fan of this one. Thought it was overrated. For sure overrated. Phoebe Bridgers, sure, people were crazy about that one. Eve's Tumor, good songs on this one. Perfume Genius, This one, 454, Kalela, Raven, okay. Alright, now we're talking. Fever Ray, I like this album a lot. Might even put this one higher if I were them. But all in all, good pick. Alright, placement, don't know. Jessica Pratt, no. Turnstile, not on this list. Kendrick, okay, sure. Fair placement. I'd put it on the list, and I say that's somewhat fair placement. This is a fantastic album. Great. Good pick. I respect it. Sexy Red Hood Hottest Princess. As a full album, no. Hotels, no. Nourished by Time. I still have yet to listen to this album, but Nourished by Time was in my shoutouts recently. This is a band I just kind of recently discovered. You should check them out. I don't know about this album specifically, but they have a EP, Catching Chickens EP, that's pretty good. Amare, okay. Not crazy about this album exactly, but I respect it. Cash Cobain, haven't listened to that, but I can't imagine why they'd be so high on this list. Don't know. FK Twigs Magdalene 2019. Dude, fuck you for making this list and not following it. Lana Del Rey, respectable. Hell yeah. Love it. Her best album in a long time. Great. Placement, always. I need to listen to this album front to back again. It's been a while, but cool. I like some of the songs from it. This is a good placement. Okay, I like this album a lot. Maps, I vibe with that. Caroline, hell yeah. Shout out Caroline. I pulled out the vinyl earlier that I own of this album. I won't do it again, but I would put this one higher, actually. I put this one in like a top 5. Spoiler alert, maybe even number 1 spot. I swear to God, this might be the best album of the decade so far. Desire I Want to Turn Into You by Caroline Polachek. It's hard to top it. Not much, if anything, has this decade. I don't know if I've listened to any other album more than this one. As far as like individual songs, it's taken up so much time throughout this last 5 years because the singles were dropping throughout the whole first half of the decade. Well, singles were dropping since 2020, and then the album came out in 2023. So it's just been with me personally the whole decade, and then it's so incredible front to back. Yeah, it might be the best album of the decade. Big Thief, not crazy about it. Hell no. Okay, I'm starting to respect this pick in this placement. Seems fair and good. Although I personally would make it the remix album version, the double disc remix version. V's, hell no. Beyonce, Renaissance, I would switch this with the newer one, the country album, but people might hate me for that opinion. SZA, okay, sure, whatever. Cindy Lee, Diamond Jubilee, I need to check that out. Hell no, horrible placement. Honestly, horrible pick for this list as well. And then number 1, Fiona Apple, because people love to give Fiona Apple number 1 for whatever reason. I don't know. Respect to her. The album's good. There's one song in particular that I love, Relay. This is my favorite from the album. Really good. So that's their list. This is my list. Now, it's not 100 albums, but it is like 70 or so. So this is mine, and it's going to be hip-hop heavy because I'm a hip-hop head, and that's my bias. But y'all tell me what you think. I'll just kind of scroll through them. They're in alphabetical order. No, not numbered. As you can see, some actually were in their list as well, like Radical Romantics by Fever Ray. I also have Mr. Morale on my list. I also have Matt Kami on my list. But as you see, my list is much different than theirs. Definitely more mainstream than theirs. Definitely more hip-hop than theirs. As I am a hip-hop head, and this is a hip-hop YouTube channel. As you guys are looking at these, I'd love for you guys to comment down below your top albums of the 2020s list. And actually, their list included albums from this year. This list of mine does not include any music from 2024. This is only 2020 through 2023. I'll add another 18 albums from 2024 once the year is over. I got For the First Time by Black Country New Road in here. I got Not Tight by Jami and JD Beck. I've got Ooh Rap Ya by George Clanton. I've got Missing Molars, Smiling with No Teeth Deluxe by Genesis Owusu. I've got Scaring the Hose by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. I've even got Offline by JPEG Mafia. I've got Falling or Flying by Georgia Smith. I've got Continua by No Such Thing. And I've got Ricky Music by Porches. I've got It's Almost Dry Pharrell vs. EA by Pusha T. I've got Tread by Ross from Friends. Got some good shit in here. Hitler vs. Hermes 8, Side A and B. I count those as one album. It's a double disc. Also have Donda in here. I've got By the Time I Get to Phoenix by Injury Reserve. I've got The House is Burning, Homies Begged by Isaiah Rashad. I've got The Forever Story extended version by Jid. I've got Going Going Gone by Hemlock Springs. This is a hidden gem. If you do not know this album, you need to check it, especially if you love girly pop music. But if you like music in general, you need to check it out. She's gonna hopefully one day be big. Hopefully by the time her debut album comes out, maybe this is like a short album. But I'm hoping that she gets the praise and the recognition she deserves. But yeah, these are my top projects of the decade, 2020 through 2023. Oh yeah, Maps was on theirs as well as on mine. Head of Roses by Flock of Dimes. 2 Homeshake projects. Haircut EP by Homeshake and Under the Weather. I do have the J Electronica on here. Kind of like regretting that decision. I pick them at the end of each year and then like that's the final say. Like I'm not going to change it because it's like what was I feeling in that moment in 2020 or in 2024. At the end of 2020 I was feeling A Written Testimony. Nowadays it's like, I mean I still feel the music but he's just so racist and so openly anti-Semitic. It's hard to, you can't really support him. But same thing happened with Kanye. It's rough, dude. Like, I really like these dudes' music, and I rock with it. I'm still going to rock with the music I like, I'm not going to... But, like, going forward, I'm not as inclined to be open to their music, you know what I mean?